Hi, I'm Dr. Vanessa Allen. I want to invite you to the Wellness and Transformation Retreat on Saturday, October 13th at the Rockwood Manor in Potomac, Maryland. It's coming up in a few short weeks, so I want to make sure that you get to come and register. We do request that you register in advance so we can be prepared and have the right amount of tools in order to serve you. One of the topics we'll be discussing is menopause and how our bodies change as we go into this next phase of our life. So menopause is a natural transition. Really kind of think of it like, when you're born, you go through puberty and your body changes, and then you have adulthood and you go through all the changes that you had with reproduction. And then you go through menopause where things kind of get turned off and some things you don't need anymore as your body's no longer going to be childbearing. But it's not just not just that simple anymore. So your body still might have some excess hormones around, but your brain's not recognizing the signal about the excess estrogen and progesterone that your ovaries and your uterus might still be making. So even though your brain's not responding to the rest of your body still is. So you need to have a mechanism in order to get those excess estrogens out of your system. So I do recommend cruciferous vegetables like broccoli and cabbage. They can bind to the excess estrogen or progesterone in your body and remove those metabolites that might be wreaking havoc on your body. Whereas one minute you're hot and then you're cold, or you're sweating or you're not, because these receptors are being stimulated in your body that used to be auto-regulated, but now not so much. Another one is sometimes they can stimulate, because of lack of estrogen and progesterone, you have more oxidants in your body that are harmful to you, and you're not in a reparative mode. So you want to include antioxidants in your foods that can help you to repair your body's cells. So some of those things would be things like green tea or your omega-3 fatty acids. So trying to put the good fats back in your system. And again, when you had the estrogen and progesterone on board, you could kind of control the amount of fat you were making, and it was in more of a reparative mode. But now that you don't have that auto-regulation, you got to put the good fats in so you can turn your brain back off to say, I really don't need to make so much fat anymore. I need a way to auto-control it. So some types of good fats would be coconut oil or salmon. Sometimes, maybe considering a ketogenic diet. A ketogenic diet puts the good fats back in your diet. So it's not just about eating a whole lot of red meat and things like that. You can have good fats from avocados, coconut oils. Sometimes I started making coffee that had the what do I call it? I can't think of the name of it right now, but it was a type of coffee that you could add in coconut oil and butter. And then I mix it in a blender and it gets really frothy. So it's kind of like having a cappuccino, but I'm getting some benefits from it as opposed to a lot of unnecessary fats in my diet. So it's called bullet coffee. That's what I couldn't remember. So those are some ideas or some ways that you can kind of stem some of the adverse effects of the menopause as you transition. So if you like this information and you think you might want to get some more, please join me at the Wellness and Transformation Retreat on October 13th. I look forward to seeing you there.